Hello and welcome back. You're tuned into Revision Hub with Jazzy J. I'm back with another video, and in this video I'll be continuing to look at crime and deviance, which is an AQA sociology topic. If you guys are confident with the content so far, press the thumbs up icon right now. But before we continue to look at the further content, let's do a quick recap on what we looked at in my last video. So, last video, we simply looked at the Marxist view on crime. We looked at various other sociologists such as Bonga, Althusser, as well as many other sociologists, including Karl Marx. So, I just want you to do this activity on paper, flashcards, as I always keep on going on, that jot down what you remember from my previous video. And obviously, you will know this if you revised, rested, tested, and repeated yourself. So please do this activity before continuing on, because it's important for you to know the previous content so that you're able to apply the content that we'll be looking at in this video with the previous videos. So it's just like a building block, like a house. For example, you need the base before you build the roof. So it's like a structure. So please just do this activity. It will help you to get a better grade, I promise you, within your sociology exam. So, today we'll be looking at different views and perspectives, including state crime, corporate crime, as well as various other forms of crime that occur. So, let's begin by looking at Sutherland's theory. Sutherland is a sociologist, and Sutherland argues that white collar crime is crime that is committed by a person who has a high social status within his or her occupation. However, the difference between the corporate and occupational crime is not looked at when we look at Sutherland's theory, as well as the harm that the criminal act causes. So please, I want you to go off, write this definition, revise it, because it's very important for you to get the keywords definition correct, so that when you see that word in the exam or when I refer to it in my next few slides, you're familiar with it and you know the definition. I tried my best as I can to simplify the definition so that you can have a better understanding. And also here, as we see a huge criticism in red. So take note of the criticism that I've just read to you, and please learn this before we go on to learn the next definition. So the next definition again is Sutherland's theory. It is a view and it's a definition. Sutherland argues that corporate crime is crime that is committed by an employee for the corporation, whilst before the other type of crime which we looked at, which was white collar crime, it was a person of high social status and it was not committed for the corporation, it was a personal sort of gain way, so that they could gain money through the corporation by committing crime within that corporation. So hopefully this is clear and you can see and contrast the previous definition to corporate crime, white collar crime versus corporate crime. If you're asked a question, hopefully you can differentiate the difference, and it's good if you just add it on your note what the difference is between corporate crime and white collar crime. And please again learn this definition, because I'll be looking at it and referring to this keyword corporate crime within my next few slides as well as my next few videos. So please do this before going on. So, Sutherland, also another definition here, argues that occupational crime is crime that is committed by an employer, obviously, for personal gain against the company or corporation. Here is another definition. Please learn it and then go forward with the content. Okay, so we begin with the content now, which is the strong content. So, Pearce and Tombs are sociologists and they have developed various different theories. One of their theory is that they define corporate crime in part of their theory, and they refer to corporate crime as A, illegal, B, routine, and C, deliberately done so that the business can benefit. And they believe that within corporate crime that is committed, it results to high cost, physical and environmental. And here I've given you some examples of physical, environmental, as well as economic examples. So please use these examples when you're referring to Pearce and Tombs' corporate crime definition. Also, the good criticism here is that this definition involves civil and administrative law, which makes this theory much stronger, and you can refer to this theory and definition as a positive criticism within your answer. So please have a go and have a learn of this definition as well. But this is a theory of Pearce and Tombs, how they define corporate crime. If you have time, please have a quick discuss with someone next to you, or have a Google what is the difference, or have a look at your notes and think about the difference between the definition that Pearce and Tombs gives whilst Sutherland we just looked at, and what's the difference between the two definitions. It will really be helpful for you to understand the differences between theories as well. So, we know that everyone commits crime somehow within corporations, okay? And there are various different types of corporate crime. I want you right now to pause and have a think, have a discuss, have a Google of the different types of corporate crime that you think exist within the 21st century in which we live in. Pause and have a think. So, hopefully, you've all had a think about it. Some of you might have different answers, but these are actually the main answers that you should know for your exam, because this exam refers to particular types of crimes as opposed to a wide range of different crimes. So, we're going to look at each of these types of crimes in detail within this video and my next video too. So, there's financial crime, which is a type of crime, crime against employees, crimes against the environment, state corporate crime, another type of crime, crimes against the consumer. So these are different types of crimes that occur, and they're different types of corporate crimes. So let's get going with the next section when we explaining each in detail. So let's begin with financial crime. So, you know what financial crime is. If not, have a Google the definition of financial crime. And I want you to have a Google again, or talk to someone, or do something of any sort, and think of any example of financial crime that you've heard of within the news or you're aware of within your lives. Pause and have a think. So you must have had a think of various different examples of financial crime. All examples may be valid, and here I've just pinpointed a few financial crime examples, and let's have a look at them. So different types of examples of financial crime is tax evasion, where the tax office comes and they invade within your house, and you've got a lot of illegal money within your house, and it's like a raid sort of thing. Illegal accounting, bribery, which is very common in various countries. In the UK, it is illegal. Money laundering, which a lot of people do. This is the process in which they convert black money into real money. For example, they give it to a legal business so that money is made legal, when in reality it's illegal money. So this is something that you need to know. So for financial crime, all you need to know is that is a type of corporate crime that exists, and the examples of different financial crime include these. So write down these, and then we will go on to look at the next type of crime. So let's have a look at the next type. Crimes against the consumer. So what crimes against the consumer can you think of? Some of you might have had a previous experience on crimes that have happened on you being a consumer. So pause and have a think of the different crimes that maybe you've heard of, if someone else has experienced, you have experienced, that are crimes that have existed against a customer, or even a consumer, as we can say. So pause and have a think of the different types of crimes against consumers. So we have different examples here, and these examples are two examples which I'm going to be giving, and I hope you use these within your exams because they're very legitimate examples, okay? So let me just do a quick definition before. So, crimes against consumers occur only when a company falsely labels a good. So obviously, as I said, some things might have happened to you. I would love to know if you guys were part of a crime which is like you've got something and the company has falsely labeled a good to you and you have bought it. So I would love to know that. The comment section is always there. You can drop down if you have experienced crimes against the consumer. So let me talk to you about a few examples which are in the textbook, and hopefully you can use them within your exam. So, chicken. Who knows about the chicken thing that happened? So, it was during Christmas, I think, and what happened was they used to fill water within the chicken so that the chicken had an increase within weight. As a result of an increase within weight, it costed a lot more than normal chicken costed, right? So, this was crimes against the consumers because the customer who bought it, they went home, they chopped off the chicken and found that water was coming out of it. So, this is simply a crime against the consumer because the company falsely labeled a good and made the chicken seem like healthy, increased the cost of it, but in reality, they injected water within the chicken. So, this is a very, very good example which you can use. It was few different shops that actually did this. I'm not going to name the shops because I don't think it's right, but you can have a Google on that too. Also, in 2011, the French government suggested women with breast implants to be removed as they used industrial silicone as opposed to medical silicone. Here are a few articles that support this. For example, supermarkets selling chicken that was nearly a fifth of water, as well as this. Pause and have a read. So hopefully you've had a read of these, and if you can think of any other legitimate articles, please you can comment them in the comment section below. So what we have learned, hopefully you've learned a variety of different things. Next video we will be continuing to look at the different types of crimes that have occurred. Until then, please revise, rest, test and repeat yourself the content that we've looked at in this video as well as all other previous videos, because the exam is not only on this video but all other videos overall. And again, please follow me on Revision Hub _JazzyJ. I'm on Instagram and I would love to follow you guys back, and also I wanted to do some live sessions if possible on Instagram closer to exams. And again, do not forget to like my videos. And if you guys are happy with the content, happy with the work that I am doing, there'll be a smiley section somewhere on the screen. Please take a few moments to subscribe and like my videos, as well as comment if you do not like something that I'm doing within my video. Also, please do not forget to press the bell icon. If you press the bell icon, it's really, really useful because you're kept to date with all my latest videos that I am producing. Thank you so much for tuning in into Revision Hub with Jazzy J.